Hi guys, Jared Rennick, People First Party. Today I want to talk about profit shifting and the different ways that our profits made here in Australia shifted offshore. Many of you have probably heard me speak many times about how multinationals shift their profits offshore because our withholding tax regime actually encourages companies to shift their profits offshore because the tax rate on profits sent offshore are lower than the tax rate on profits sent here. But there's two other ways that profits can be sent offshore. And one, and I'll attach this in an article, is that people actually come here and actually then send remittances back home. And as this article by news.com will point out, $38 billion was shifted offshore last year by people who work here in Australia. Most of them are people with temporary visas, and it's something we need to crack down on. And the other way the profits are also sent offshore is that big service companies will actually outsource their labour to other countries. And of course, the problem with that is that they then shift profits offshore by paying wages to those people in other countries. And I actually pointed out when I was a senator, actually was one of the last questions I asked in estimates. I asked the ATO how much in withholding tax was actually applied to these wages paid offshore, and it was basically zero. So People First is very conscious of this, and if we want to actually, get our country back on track and reduce our national debt, lower taxes, etc., we need to stop the profit leakage that is going offshore, and that is why People First will increase the rate of withholding tax on profits sent offshore, and we'll to make sure that Australians get to keep their profits here, because what we've seen over the last 30 or 40 years is that governments have encouraged too much foreign investment. And as a result of that foreign investment, the foreigners then send their profits back offshore, making Australians, and in particular our children, much poorer, resulting in the sale of infrastructure. So anyway, I'll leave it at that today. But yeah, just something to think about if the next election when you're casting your vote, is that People First have a very good grip on this insidious issue that is slowly undermining our very strong economy and our wealth.